It was one warm summer's night when naughty Norman decided to go down to the Playmobil campsite, and the fire was ready lit and the scene was set. So he called for the pontypandy fire crew to come and join him, but I wonder who would come. Let's see. So first in, after naughty Norman, was Fireman Sam. He had come from the boathouse where he had been riding Neptune, the lifeboat. And he said, "Are you okay, naughty Norman?" And Norman was great. "Who else is coming?" asked Sam. "Well, I don't know," said Norman, "but I asked everyone to come." And Officer Steele turned up, and he said, "Wow, look at this cool fire, Sam. I hope you've brought your extinguisher to put it out." "But I haven't," said Fireman Sam. "But who else would come?" "It's only Elvis." And Elvis jumped straight onto the sleeping bag, and he said, "Whoa, this is loads of fun, guys. We should camp out tonight. What a great idea." So Norman, Fireman Sam, and Officer Steele got round the fire and said, "Come on, Elvis, get up." So Elvis stood up and said, "Wow, it's really, really warm, this fire is. Maybe we could go to sleep now." So naughty Norman jumped into the sleeping bag, followed by Elvis, who went into the tent. Fireman Sam sat down and said, "Right, guys, you get some sleep, and I'll keep an eye on this fire. Because, just remember, every time you go camping, and if you make a fire with an adult, you have to make sure the fire goes out before you go to sleep, because it's really dangerous leaving a fire unattended when it could spread. So if you guys like camping," shouted naughty Norman, who was stuck up the tree in the play-doh campsite, when Officer Steele came round, and he said, "Hey, naughty Norman, what are you doing up there?" "Well, I was climbing up the tree, and I got stuck yet again. Oh no. Come on, Sam, how are we going to sort this one out?" And Sam came in, Fireman Sam, and he said, "Oh, naughty Norman, not again," as he called for Elvis to come, and he to bring a play-doh blanket. "A play-doh blanket?" said naughty Norman. "I don't need to go to sleep, Sam. I need to be rescued." "Of course we're going to rescue you, naughty Norman. What we're going to do is we're going to use this play-doh blanket that Elvis just brought, the orange one, and me and Officer Steele are going to hold it up, and you're going to have to jump onto it. It's the only way." "Really?" So Officer Steele and Fireman Sam hold the play-doh blanket, and naughty Norman jumped on the play-doh blanket, which stopped him hitting the floor. Because the play-doh blanket is so soft, you could use it like a trampoline. So naughty Norman was safe after all, thanks to Officer Steele, Elvis, and Fireman Sam. Don't forget to subscribe. Fireman Sam and Peppa Pig were at the Pontypandy fire station, and the air show was on. And today the air show was going to lend Fireman Sam and Peppa Pig their aeroplanes. "Wow, here's one now, and this one's numbered number 1, said Peppa, "and it's blue, just like Sam's jumper." "Wow, that's amazing. Look at him flying in the sky, Sam," said Peppa. "Really cool," said Sam, "and he landed." "Is that it?" "No, it was his friend's turn to have a go as well." So the red helicopter came in, and Peppa shouted, "Look, it's on fire." "No, it's not," said Sam. "That's just a sticker on the front," as the aeroplane flied around the Pontypandy fire station. So once they landed, Peppa and Sam said, "Jump out, guys. Can we have a go?" "Wow, let's jump in," said Peppa. So Peppa jumps in the blue one, and Sam jumps in the red one, because Sam loves red, is his favourite colour, just like Jupiter the fire engine. Once Sam was in, he circled around, and he flew around the Pontypandy fire station. "Go on, Peppa, now it's Peppa's turn." So Peppa was hanging out one side, and Peppa shouted, saying, "Wow, I can see why you guys enjoy driving these so much. It's so much fun." And Peppa really likes the blue number 1 plane, Could we borrow 'em for the weekend? Asked Sam and Peppa. Oh, I don't know about that, said the Imaginext men. Oh, go on. Just this once. We'll look after 'em, we promise, and we'll clean 'em. Okay. And they shook hands. So they agreed to lend the planes to Peppa and Sam for the weekend. Claws come out to take out the pontypandy fire crew with Fireman Sam and the rest of his crew. But oh no, it's just a rescue claw from the new Fireman Sam range. Now this claw can be used in all rescues. To pick up cars, to pick up boats, to pick up even the Pontypandy fire station if you need to. Just like this. So we pick up Neptune. So let's try to pick up Thomas and Fireman Sam. So let's pick up Jupiter as well to see if we can pick up one of the best fire engines in the world. And then we'll take a closer look at how it works. So Jupiter, come here. So we pick up Jupiter. As easy as that. And as you can see, the claw is mighty strong, which can pick up anything from the fireman range. So let's take a closer look at the actual rescue claw itself to see how it works. So as you can see, it's got some really great detail on the front of it. The claws close just like this. We've got some really nice bolts which make it look real, and it basically works off a little arm on the back which attacks to your arm, and it can be used as a claw just like your fingers, which is really cool. So if you guys like this new Fireman rescue claw, don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Rubble had gone over to the Pontypandy fire station to see Mike, who is a mechanic who can fix all things that move. And Mike was welding Rubble's drill because it had broke, and Rubble was really upset. And Mike said, "It's okay, Rubble, we'll get it fixed in a jiffy." "What do you mean a jiffy?" "In a minute." It's just the way I speak sometimes. As Peppa Pig came in, Peppa said, "What are you doing, Mike?" I'm welding Rubble's tractor, because the drill had broke when he was on site." But Naughty Norman came in and said, "Wow, look at all them sparks, Peppa Pig. How cool is that? I bet that drill is going to be twice as strong once he's finished fixing it." So Rubble, we had nearly finished now, and once they had finished, it was time to see if the drill would work. So Rubble moved the drill up and down, and it worked just fine. "Oh, great job. You really fixed it, and you really saved the day." So Rubble folded it up and jumped on his bucket on the front and said, "Oh, thanks. You're the best, and I love your little weldomatic, your little welding tool." And Naughty Norman said, "Well, he's the best. You should always come here if you ever need a car or a drill fixed." "I definitely will," said Rubble. So friends had helped out Rubble this time, and that's what friends are for, to help you out. And she had a little fire going after she went on the slide. And out of nowhere, she could see her new friend Tayo. And he was followed by Lani. So Tayo came in and he said, "Oh, Peppa, look at that fire. That's so warm, but I'm so cold." So Tayo went really close to the fire, but Peppa said, "Don't go too close to the fire. It's really dangerous, Tayo." And Lani said, "Listen to Peppa now, Tayo. We know that fire's dangerous, but I'm so cold." And as he went closer to the fire, out of nowhere, the little bus caught on fire. "Oh no!" shouted Lani, "You're on fire, and now am I, too." And Peppa said, "Hold on, guys, I'll go and get some help." So Peppa went to get Fireman Sam. And Fireman Sam said, "Oh no, you're both on fire. Hold still. I'll put your fire out now." So Sam got to work putting the two fires out on Tayo and Lani. "Great job," said Tayo and Lani, and and Peppa Pig to Fireman Sam. So it turns out that Tayo was in the wrong because he went too close to the fire. But he's okay now. Be careful, said Fireman Sam. You know how dangerous fires can be, guys. There's no need to get so close, even if you're really cold. And Tayo, Lani and Peppa Pig were really grateful that Sam saved the day once again. And the little bus will live for another day to make another episode.
Have you ever
Don't forget to subscribe.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Station, and he said, "Oh no, the jail seems to be open." So he goes closer to have a little look. "Shall we go in?" said Tayo. "Oh, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think it's a good idea." But Tayo thought it would be a great idea to go inside and take a look. But would you go into a jail cell if you didn't know what was in there? But Tayo still went in anyway. And before he knew it, as he got in, the door shut on him. Oh no! It seems like Tayo's got stuck at the police station jail cell. As he shouted for help, he waited for someone to come along. And before long, Chase, who was on the case, came around, and he started working on his little police car when he could hear someone calling him. And it was Tayo saying, "Help, help." So as Chase looked around, he said, "Oh no, what are you doing in there, Tayo?" And Tayo explained. He said, "When I came here, the jail cell was open, so I went inside to see what it was like, and the jail cell closed on me behind me." "Oh, silly Tayo," said Chase, as he opened the cell for Tayo to get out. "Oh, thanks, Chase. You really saved me today. I thought I was going to be stuck in here forever, and I could never make any more episodes. And that wouldn't be a good thing." "Oh, it's okay," said Chase. "Don't be silly and go in a jail cell again if it's ever open." So Tayo had learned a valuable lesson today. To don't be so interested when things can be dangerous, like a jail cell. Tayo was really thankful, and he has to get off now. So he learned a good lesson today. Stay out of any jail cells you see that may be open. Hey, Rebel, you wouldn't mind taking me over to Thomas and Friends garage, would you? I've got a job over there to do, and my van's stuck at the garage. "Of course not," shouted Rebel. "Jump in." So Mike and his welder jumped into Rebel's scoop on the front of his tractor, and off they went to see Thomas and Friends. Once they got at the Thomas and Friends garage, it seemed like they were all sleeping. "Oh no," said Mike and Rubble. So Rubble said, "Right, come on, let's wake them up. So come on, James, wake up." As Rubble pressed his button. "Hey," shouted James, "is it morning already?" "Come on, Thomas, wake up." So they woke James and Thomas up, and last but not least was Mike's favourite, Percy. And Mike's favourite was Percy because he was green, just like his overalls. Wow. So what are we here for, guys? Well, we're going to do some welding on the garage. So you guys better shoot off to work on the railway, and I'll get to work on the garage. And Rubble said I'm back off the Paw Patrol land to see the other guys. "Don't forget to subscribe," said Thomas.